Hello friends, welcome to the show of Being Sahaj Yogi. I'm Aparna Ganguly from Kolkata and today we have with us Miss Sonia Bhayana. Yeah, Miss Sonia Bhayana from Singapore. She is a Sahaj Yogini. सोनिया जी आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी। तो सोनिया जी हम इस शो में पूछते हैं कि आपका हाउ डिड यू एम्बार्क ऑन योर स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी एंड इवेंचुअली हाउ डिड योर फेथ गेट एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन सहज योगा। इस प्रकार से आप अपनी जर्नी बताएंगे, बचपन में आपको क्या बिलीफ्स थे, क्या फेथ फैक्टर्स थे आपके, करके हाउ यू केम अक्रॉस सहज योग, इवेंचुअली हाउ योर फेथ गॉट एस्टैब्लिश्ड। इस प्रकार से हम लोग ये इंटरव्यू लेते हैं बीइंग सहज योगी का। ओवर टू यू, अब आप संभालिए।
Thank you, Aparna ji, for giving me this opportunity to talk about my journey. And it's not a very smooth journey, but full of experiences and a beautiful journey. So, first, I would like to talk about my childhood beliefs. So, I was very inquisitive by nature. I wanted to know about a lot of things about the world beyond, about the mysteries of universe. So I was always thinking I used to read a lot of mythological stuff. So in our generation, there was not much technology was not much developed, and there were not much sources available. So we had to rely only on books. So I was a voracious reader, and I used to read a lot. I used to read mythological stories and about kings and queens, and I was too much into reading. So but I in our generation, lot of good serials we used to watch, and I remember one serial they used to they used to show one serial, Honi and Honi, and I used to wait for that serial. I used to love that serial because they used to talk about their past life experiences, and also I used to feel that why we are on this earth, and is it just like a water cycle, we keep going up and we keep coming down, so what is it? So I really wanted to know about this mysteries, the mysteries of life. So the only source was that book. I used to keep reading to know, to gather knowledge. So uh, I actually wanted to feel the connection with divine. So we are always told that, you know, God is omnipresent and God is everywhere. God resides within you. Everywhere there is God. So I used to think, then why we go to temple, why we pray there, and can't we just sit at home and make a wish, and our wish will be fulfilled? So uh, always these things were always looming large in our mind, in my mind. So whenever I used to go to temple with my parents, then uh, I could never feel that connection. Honestly speaking, I could never feel that connection with divine. So I used to go to temple, and I never used to ask anything. I just used to bow down, and I used to say thank you. But I used to appreciate the idols and the beauty of temple. And I used to think that I'll make a beautiful temple in my home, and I'll dress up all the idols, and that's how I used to connect with divine, the beauty, and I used to connect with beauty of the temple. Uh, so I was actually looking for the connection. So so one day, my father was a textile engineer, so we used to keep shifting. We were always on the move. We used to keep shifting places. So there was one uncle, he used to come to our house and he used to talk about meditation. So I was all ears to what he's talking, and I said, "Oh, this is like a magical word of meditation. I also want to try. I also want to experience." So whenever on my own, I used to try secretly, so that nobody knows. So I used to try meditating. What is this meditation? So I started dreaming about. I'm visiting different lokas, and in one dream I saw that I was in Vishnu Lok, and Vishnu ji was lying on Sheer Sagar, and lying in Sheer Sagar, and lotus was growing from his nabi, and it kept growing, and it fell on the ground, and I was born. So this was very beautiful dream I saw. So, and from that day onwards, I could feel a lot of connection with Krishna. So I used to read mythological stories about Krishna, and I thought that one day I will become Meera. I want to become Meera. I was so influenced with Meera, reading stories about Meera. So then there was this desire of seeking that I also want to become like Meera. I also want to do tapasya. But then I used to think that in olden days, people used to do a lot of penance and tapasya. But nowadays, nobody in modern age, nobody will go to Himalayas to do tapasyas and all that. So, and in Gita, God says that, God comes on earth. So if God comes also, God appears, and how we will recognize him. So all these things were looming large in my mind. So, and then slowly and slowly, I started dreaming about a place, a very simple place, where people used to gather and they used to do puja and they used to do aarti. So I really wanted to go to that place. I said, "This is such a lovely place. I really want to go to this place." So then my father, he took a change, and we shifted to Nagpur. Finally, on mother's own land, we were there. So, and then my father, he said that now, like. This is a era of computers age, and you should know the basic knowledge of computers. So I'll enroll you to some good institute, computer institute. So he took all three of us, my brothers and sisters, to computer center, and the instructor was a Sahaj Yogi there, and he told about Sahaj Yoga meditation. So my father had a knowledge about meditation because friend used to talk a lot about meditation. So he said that, oh, this is very interesting. We will surely come over there and we'll take realization. So we went there, and it was a very nice experience. I was very excited. My father said, in the morning you all get ready. We are going to meditation center. And I was so happy that finally I'll be exploring the magical world of meditation. So we went there, and actually the first day we went there, I felt that everything, I know this place. I've been dreaming about this place. So everything looked familiar, and I was so happy. So and when they raised the kundalini and gave realization, they said that are you able to feel anything? Do you feel anything? I said, yes. I feel somebody is showering flowers on my head. It was very nice experience, and I could feel a very typical fragrance. I could smell that, and it was a very beautiful experience. And then I used to go to center with my parents. We used to enjoy, and then what happened that since I'm North Indian and I don't know how to speak Marathi, so I felt there was a lot of groupism in center, and people used to talk only in Marathi, and I used to feel quite left out. And I wanted to connect with them, but I used to feel alone, that nobody is there to talk to me. Everybody is, forming in groups, and everybody is talking in Marathi language. So slowly and slowly, I stopped going to center. I said, no, I don't connect to these people. They talk in Marathi, and I don't want to go. Even though I wanted to, from heart, I wanted to be in the center, but then I said, no, I won't go there. So I stopped going to center. My parents used to go, and then I remember uh, Shrimati, she came in my dreams, and she said that I was like sitting under a tree very nicely, and alone I was sitting, and all the people in the center, they were doing some, they were like rejoicing, they were singing songs, and they were having food, they were like picnicking. And I was sitting alone with a box, with a lunch box, and in lunch box chapati and lady's finger sabji was there, bindi ki sabji. So I was like clutching tightly, and I was sitting all alone. And so Shrimati came and she said, can I sit with you? I said, Shrimati, of course. Shrimati said that, why are you sitting alone? I said, because nobody wants to talk to me. Everybody talks in Marathi. Nobody wants to talk to me. So I feel so alone. There is so much of groupism. So what to do? So that's why I don't feel like. So Shrimati said that, and why don't you come to center? I said, because there is so much of groupism. Nobody wants to talk to me only. I feel so left out. So I don't want to come to center. So she said that, you don't want to come to center, but you are coming for people or for me? I said, of course, Shrimati ji, I'm coming for you because I love you. So she said, and I love you so much. You love me and I love you so much. And then you say that you're coming for people, you feel left out, so you don't feel my presence or what? I was like crying. I started crying. I said, no, Shrimati ji, I feel your presence. I will come. I'm so sorry. And she said that tomorrow is Ganesha Puja and I'll be waiting for you. I said, Shrimati ji, I will come to the center. I'm really very sorry. And then the next day, my name was called out. And they said few ladies, few people will come on the stage and they'll puja. And surprisingly, I was so surprised. How come my name? They're calling my name. So I was very happy. I went on the stage and we did puja. And then while I was getting down, then what happened? The leader, center leader, he announced, he said, see, I have one announcement in the morning only. Shrimati called me up and she was very disappointed about the groupism and all the complaints which I did to Shrimati. So Shrimati, I was like, when I settled myself in the among all the Sej yogis, all the people, so I was like, I started crying, you know, they were like tears trickling down from my eyes, and I said, Shrimati, how much you care for your children. And I was so touched by this. I said, Shrimati, I'm such a fool to, you know, to think that I don't want to come to center, and you're so loving, you're so generous. And so, so it was a smooth journey. Then I started going to center regularly. Even on exam days, I used to go to center and I used to attend all Yuva Shakti meetings, and I was very happy. You know, the life was totally different, it took totally a different turn. And then I thought I can write something. I started writing, and then one day, one Sahajogi, he just came across my article. He read that, and he said that, you know, I can feel a lot of vibrations while reading your article. And then he said that today I am reading this article, and tomorrow many people will read. And today I am reading you like, today I know you, and tomorrow many people will know you. I said, really, this is like a dream come true. I don't know anything about Sahaj Yoga. And he said, no, you take it from me. You will write one day. I said, really? So I thought that since he's saying, then why not try my hand at writing? So I thought of writing something, and I approached one very prestigious newspaper in Nagpur, Hitwada. So I said in Sunday Times I want a column, and I want to be a column writer. I want to write for Sahaj Yoga. And they said that you're an amateur writer. Do you have any experience? I said, no, I'm totally amateur, but I want this column. I want to write. So they said, no way. And in Sunday Times, you want, and you're such an amateur writer. I said, but please give me chance, ma'am. Please, I want to write. You actually read my article, just go through. So she said, no way. So I'm a very stubborn sort of person. I also didn't give up. Every other day I used to go to the office, newspaper office, and I used to bother them. I used to request them, please ma'am, read. See, I've come up with another article, read this. And they said, no, we don't want to, we don't want to read. We don't want to give chance to amateur writers, and especially in our Sunday Times. So I kept going, and finally I thought that no, now, I have to give up. And nobody wants to read, and that time technology was not developed. We never had Facebook, WhatsApp, and so I thought nobody wants to read my articles. And then one fine day, I got a message from Shravataji that she wants to read my article. I was in cloud nine. That what, Shravataji wants to read my article. So I wrote, Shravataji liked it, and I said, now I think Shravataji is there with me now. Divine is there with me. I must try once again. So again, I went to newspaper office with an article, and the lady started smiling at me, and she just went through article very quick, and she said that, okay, you get the column. I was so happy. I was laying on top of the world that finally, this was like an achievement for me, that wow, I've achieved this. Shravataji trusts me. Shravataji really loves me. I've got this opportunity. And then what happened? I mean, everything was going on smoothly. And then I got married, and the world was turned upside down. Because marriage is like, I was married into non-Sahaj Yogi family, and their beliefs and their rituals, beliefs, and everything is quite different. So I was in totally different world, and they had different set of beliefs. And now I was like, and every year after marriage we were shifting cities, countries. So I mean, 6 years, first 6 years of marriage was like a nomadic style of life. We were just shifting. So it was like I was not able to go to center. So I was not very regular in center. I hardly used to do meditation. So I was just struggling. So whenever I used to get meditation, time for meditation, I used to sit, but that also for very short time. So, I was losing that connection slowly and slowly. And then in 2011, when mother departed, I felt so bad. I felt that, when mother was there in her physical form, I could not do anything. I could not I could not be good instrument of Shramataji. I could not spread Sahaj Yoga. I could not even connect to her. So I really felt so bad, and I started feeling guilty. I said, I want to spread Sahaj Yoga. I want to connect with you, mother. I want to do something. And then I kept saying to Shramataji, I kept praying. I was then more regular in meditation. And then I kept praying to Shramataji, that Shramataji, I kept crying, kept praying to Shramataji, that Shramataji, I'm so sorry. I'm not your good instrument. You expected so much from me. I mean, and I could not do anything for Sahaj Yoga. Even I can't connect with you. And then every time I used to meditate, and whenever I used to connect with her at Sahasrar level, then tears used to start flowing. So I could understand all this, I said, why? I'm always crying after meditation. So then I said, Shri Mataji, now I don't want anything. I just want to be your instrument. That's it. I don't want anything in life. You have given me more than whatever I deserve. I just want to be your instrument and make me your instrument. So, and then I started getting this strong intuition that now it's time has come, and you have to move from here, you have to shift, you have to relocate or something. I felt that now we have to leave this place, and I'll be going to some other place. There was a strong intuition, and then I started sorting out everything. I even started packing my bags. I said, no, there's a strong intuition, as if like mother is giving me the message that now time has come, and she will make me her instrument. So actually I started packing my bags and sorting out everything. That I started telling my parents also, my husband also, now that now within a year or two we have to leave. So leave where? Leave. I don't know. We have to go from here. There's a strong intuition. We are shifting from here. And then in 2012, we actually relocated to Singapore. We came to Singapore, and then this was also like a different phase, totally different life, because I never wanted to keep full-time maid. And so managing everything on your own is very difficult now. In India, we had maids for cooking, cleaning, everything, for at least cleaning and all that. But now here you have to cook, you have to clean. And my son was in K1, and you have to do everything, all the daily household chores, and you have to attend parents teacher meeting, you have to teach your kids and everything. 2 kids I have, so you have to teach your kids also. And still there was this pure desire that I don't want to get into all this. I want to be your instrument. Somehow I want to, because my son used to come at around 12:30, and before 12:30 I had to manage everything. And then there was desire, how to do, how can I be a good instrument? So every day I used to ask. And then I used to tell my husband that now, see, I never went to center after marriage, so now I want to go to center. But then again, after like shifting to Singapore for 2 years, I couldn't attend center, because it was totally a new place, and totally different every Saturday, because every Saturday we have collective meditation in Singapore. So every Saturday we were just traveling or exploring Singapore or buying some stuff. So I could never go to center. I could never visit center, but I always used to pray, Shivadaji, please call me. I want to come to your place. I want to visit you. I want to come to center and make me an instrument. What can I do? What can I do? How can I spread Sahaj Yoga? What can I do? And then, I was just racking up my brain what to do. Then I thought that why not start with the community only, with my apartment. So I gathered all the ladies. So I just, through WhatsApp group, I formed a group, meditation group, and I gathered all the ladies, and I started telling them about Sahaj Yoga. But it's Sahaj Yoga is always free, so they always took it for granted, and sometimes they used to come and sometimes they never used to show up. So I said, no, this is not working out. And then they said that if you really want to spread Sahaj Yoga, then start charging. I said, no, this is even if you don't want, I won't charge. I mean, how can I charge for your own power? So Sahaj Yoga is always free. I can't charge anything for this. Even if you don't want to come, then don't come. But I don't want to charge. So now I was thinking how to become a good instrument. So for these 2 years, what I did, I joined many Sahaj Yoga groups, because I was not connected to any Sahaj Yogi, not even a single Sahaj Yogi. So I wanted to have that connection. I wanted to connect with Sahaj Yogis. And then I joined many groups, and for 2 years I kept reading. I was like a person who was so thirsty for knowledge. I kept reading, reading, reading. I was just quenching my thirst for knowledge, and I kept reading for 2 years when kids used to go to school, and I used to just finish up my daily course, and I used to listen to Shri Mataji's speeches, and there was a lot of stuff on Google. I used to read, 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 and I used to connect with so many groups, and I felt so good. And then what happened, still there was this longing that what am I doing? I'm learning, but how can I be a good instrument? Still that thought was there. And so one day what happened, there was like a very bad haze in Singapore, and I was like coughing very badly. And then I visited a doctor, and he gave me antibiotics. And but still that coughing, I continued that coughing. So it was very bad. So I went for another round of antibiotics. I went to doctor. I said, so this is like I'm still coughing. So he said, okay, you take another round of antibiotics and you'll be fine, absolutely fine. So I took another round of antibiotics, and then I again visited doctor. I said, doctor, I'm still coughing so badly, and now it's like going from worse to worse. So what to do? And I remember in the clinic that day, he was like an old Chinese doctor, and he was so angry with me, so angry with me. On top of his voice, he started shouting at me. He said, do you really, are you taking medication? I said, yes, doctor. Do you want to die? You don't want to live? I said, no, I want to live. I don't want to die. He said, you are not taking your medication. I said, no, I am taking. Why will I lie? He said, no, you are lying and you're not taking your medication, because I haven't seen after 2 rounds of antibiotics, person is coming and saying that, there's no effect of medicines. How can this be possible? So first you go and take medication, and then I am not going to give you third round. And third round you can't sustain also. You can't, you won't be able to tolerate also. So it's not advisable. So he just shouted at me. So I almost felt like crying. I said, okay. I came back and I said that now what to do? Doctor is not giving me medicines and I'm feeling so bad. I'm coughing badly. What to do now? And then I felt as if I heard Shri Mataji's voice, and she said that, see, if you are, I'm waiting for you. Since long I've been waiting for you. Now, if you're not going to come to me, you will never be cured. You keep coughing. You have to come to me. And I felt as if I was just talking to mother. And I said, mother, I'm so sorry, but now whatever it is, I will get out of all this. I will come. I will come to the center. And the next day, on Saturday, I told my husband, now I'm done with it. Now enough is enough. I'm going to the center, and I'm going to go to the center regularly. Now it's been 2 years. We have set up our home and everything, and now I'll go to center regularly. But then I was thinking that, all the way I'll be coughing, coughing, coughing. And when I'll enter the center, I knew I'll be coughing and it will be so embarrassing. People will start looking at me. So how will I manage? So I was just, I was very embarrassed, and I was thinking that, Shri Mataji, please sambhal lena, please. Shri Mataji, what today? I'm coming. I'm so excited. I'm coming to meet you. But then, it will be a lot of embarrassment, and how people will react when I cough so much. And all the way I was badly coughing. And finally I entered center, and I could feel the same fragrance. The first day I entered the center, I could feel that same fragrance. And I said, this is the same fragrance. Shri Mataji, you are here. I know. I could feel the fragrance, and I just bowed down. I bowed down for 5 minutes that, Mother, I'm in your lap now. I have finally come. And then I quietly, in a corner sat down, and I sat down in meditation, and I kept looking at Shri Mataji throughout the center. And I felt as if Shri Mataji was smiling at me, and she was so full of love. And then what happened? I actually felt like crying, and I was just wiping my tears. All the time, I was just wiping my tears. So then nobody should. I was very conscious. Nobody should watch me. I was just wiping my tears, and then a little boy, he came and sat in my lap, and he started hugging me, and he started wiping off my tears. And I was so touched with this expression. And then his mom and grandmom, they kept looking at me, and then they said that, who are you? I said, my name is Sonia, and so I gave my introduction, and then they started talking to me, and they said that, this is like a miracle. I said, what? So they said that this boy, even if somebody touches him, he starts crying. And it's really a miracle. How can this boy come and sit in your lap, in a stranger's lap? We have never seen this, that this boy can connect with you so well. And during Aarti, he was like, he wanted me to lift him up, and all the time he was like hugging me, and he was like wiping my tears. And this was, he said, and his mom and grandmom said that this was really a miracle. So I was really very happy. And the first day was so fulfilling, so satisfying. I was so happy, And then when I was coming back, I realized that I never coughed once. I never coughed there in the center once also. And my coughing was completely gone. I was completely cured. And this was like, Mother, what is this? I mean, I'm such a fool that, for 10 years, I never went to center. And I was really, I said, see, now I will regularly go to center. I will regularly do puja. I will regularly attend puja. And then I was like back on the track. But then this question was also looming large in my mind, that okay, now I'm doing meditation. I will connect with many yogis, but then how to be an instrument, Mother? I want to be your instrument also. Now this is what I'm doing for myself, but I want to be your instrument. So how to be your instrument now? Because my kids are very small, I can't go for prachar prasar work, and I have no maid also. I don't have any help. So how to manage everything on my own, and to be a good instrument? So now this connection was established. I used to go to center. I used to enjoy company of yogis. And then one day I saw one message in the group, in one of the Sahaj groups, that people were sharing so many things. But one lady said that, we have so many good experiences in Sahaj Yoga. And do we have any group of dreams and miracles group, something like that, in which we can share? So just then a thought came, and it clicked me that why not make one WhatsApp group about dreams and all that, dreams, miracles, so that people share. So I said, I'm ready to make the group. So I sent WhatsApp invite, and so many people joined. And I was like, I mean, the purpose of the group was not to write something or to impart knowledge, because I was so naive myself. It was just to learn, just to know about people, just to connect with yogis, some good yogis, and it was just to learn. So, and then formed this WhatsApp group, and so many diamonds, they joined the group, and I was so happy to connect with. I felt a familial bond, and I felt like a family. So I felt really so good with them. And then I got opportunity to write on various Facebook groups and all that. And then I was like, people acknowledged me, they appreciated me, and I was really happy. And then it was like a smooth journey. I was like connected. I was like back on the track once again. So I think all this, whatever play, whatever Maya was there, it was to instill in me that, when you are not, and also I want to tell you one thing, that in 10 years, I tried writing and I could not write even a single word. I could not write anything in 10 years because I was not connected. So it was the Maya to tell me that, see, now you are connected with the divine, so you are able to write. So even if you get any appreciation or anything like that, then don't go on any ego trip, because this is not yours. Everything is divine. Whatever is coming, it's divine. So you are now connected. So like everything, all the words, all the expressions, they are like from a divine sieve. It's like coming and reaching out to people. So you don't have to go on any ego trips and all that. So now I know that it's all coming from divine. So what I think is that the essence of Sahaj Yoga lies in spreading, in giving, in spreading the fragrance of Nirmal love. So this was my journey.
That was very nice, Sonia. Very, very beautiful. Your dreams are very beautiful indeed. And I'm also a member of your Dreams Wala group in WhatsApp. Chalo, you continue spreading your beautiful divinity around, and let's hope to meet you more. Okay, with this we will end our.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed.
Yeah, people should know
Thank
about. Yeah, people should know about our journeys also. So,
you.
thank you for giving your time to us. And okay, with this we end this particular episode. Jai Shri Mata.
Sure.
Bye.
Jai Shri Mataji.